folks.
All right, folks, y'all. He's over here. Mac is mocking me already. We're gonna get everything on the table. That was just a quick flash. But so obviously we're here at EFI Specialties. You OG folks can tell by the couch in the back that I was sleeping on while we were dyno in the car one day. Oh, that was Rory's dyno.
Rory.
Yeah, we were over here sleeping.
Hard park and spooling on the couch.
Yeah, we were all spooning on the couch. But yeah, we were chilling and we're here. We're gonna let shake and bake cool down before we go out and check and see if it's either a clogged cat or some kind of exhaust leak or something. Something's going on. The car's running super rich. I'm getting, the codes 171, 174, 2096, all of those lean codes. But the AFR is not running lean. The AFR is running rich, super rich.
It could be an explanation, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a few minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Mac. Nitrous Express has come out with a new plate kit that bolts directly underneath the intake manifold.
In between the intake and the heads.
In between the intake and the heads. So I'm going to turn it over to him. He's going to do real quick, because I know a lot of people don't understand nitrous. He's going to give a quick overview of nitrous, and then we're going to get into the specifics of the kit, because this is brand new. You got the first one?
I believe this was the first. Yeah, so
maybe the first one, maybe not.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the first one. Like I got it as soon as the stuff was completed. They were like, boom, here.
So he's going to do a lot of testing. He's going to put this on his car, and come race season, hopefully, maybe the engine will be done, maybe not. We'll see what happens. If I have to run on the current setup or we run on the new setup, we'll see what happens. But he's going to put this on his car, his 6.4 Scat Pack, and we're going to do some runs. We're going to do some races, and we're going to see where we both stand.
Yeah, so the plan with mine is I got the cam for it, and I'm going to go keeping the factory mids and cats. But
oh yeah, you got to do that.
I'm staying stock headers.
You can't get rid of those anymore, right?
I'm not doing long tubes. I am staying with the stock headers. It's just going to be, whatever. And
gotcha.
This.
So real quick, just a quick overview of nitrous, how it works. And
it's an atomizer. It basically, I don't know the best way to put it. It is like it allows a bigger combustion. The gas itself is not flammable. It's basically like forcing oxygen. It's not oxygen, okay? I know it's nitrous, but just for the sake of the video,
right? It's
like what happens with your boost. You're shoving a shitload of air in, and you got the fuel to compensate it, and then same thing.
Same thing with nitrous.
That's the best way to look at it. Is it's just,
and it does have somewhat a cooling effect too, right?
Yeah, it's artificial atmosphere in a way, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
That's I don't know the best way to.
Makes your car go faster and makes a bigger boom in your combustion chamber.
That's a bit. I'm sure there's gonna be people in the comments. Oh, you're stupid. I googled it. And we're trying to explain it for the people who don't get it. We're just trying to explain that the Fast and the Furious, this isn't gonna blow the car up. The bottle can blow up, but this actually has, since we want to talk about that, their bottles are actually pretty badass. But this here is a like a burst panel. So if it does build up too much pressure, this pops. So the bottle won't actually explode. This will pop and drain the nitrous. Right. Yep. And they do have the best bottle valves on the market. Since we're going over that, so
yeah, might as well let's do the bottle first, and then we'll get into the internal.
This flows a shitload of nitrous, but we got the gauge ports and stuff. You can actually, I want to say we can hook nitrogen up to one of these as well, and nitrogen can be used to push, but that's a whole different topic.
That's a whole nother ball.
That's a whole different ball.
That's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. So before we talk about the plates, this is an old dry nozzle I have. So a single nozzle, which is what a lot of people will have. You can actually use these for direct ports, like, the traditional direct port will have one of these, but it'll have sometimes a fuel and a nitrous jet. This just has nitrous, but it'll have one of these in each cylinder, each runner. That's, 8 holes, 6 holes, 4 holes, whatever your setup is. Lines, solenoids, all that stuff. On the Hemi, it'd be 8. That setup is simplified. With this plate. So you have a nitrous jet on each and a fuel jet on each, which would go here and here. and it's, you know,
nitrous comes in this side, fuel comes in this side.
yeah, and they mix. And
so this is a wet system. So if you don't know the difference between a wet and a dry system, a wet system is fuel and nitrous. A dry system is just nitrous. Safer bet is wet.
Yes.
You're combining your fuel and your nitrous at the same time, and it's atomizing at the same time. So then it's just a much better setup.
Unless you have a standalone system and a lot of fuel system, then the dry stuff's okay if you can control it properly. But the average Hemi guy doesn't have like, you know, $3,000 ECU set up and
right
the fuel system and injectors for it. So, but if you look right here, you see these little holes. One of them is going to be fuel, one's going to be nitrous. I want to say the top one is nitrous. Looking at the angle, it's sprayed down. Basically, this is where the fuel and the nitrous will mix. This is where the atomization happens. So
then it gets pushed down into the head, pushed into the chamber, and boom.
Yeah. So with this, like I said, it bolts in between. They have a really nice O-ring setup for this. So I thought originally it had used factory gaskets, but it doesn't. It actually has an O-ring that fits in here just perfect. So nice and beefy, isn't soft and gonna tear, so you can move it around and not have to worry, and it's something easy to replace. So all right, so with that said, that's how these work. Stuff goes in, magic happens, boom. So these bolt on easy. This is safer as well because it's you're getting an even distribution in each cylinder. So with a single nozzle, which you see a lot of people run, they're spraying it before the throttle body.
Right.
So it goes in, and the
typical dry setup.
Dry or wet. People do the wet.
They do both.
It does atomize good, but there could be inconsistencies with delivery
when it comes to the chambers.
Yeah. So like, let's say you're spraying a 150, or let's just call it a 200. We do a 200 on this. We know 25, 25, 25.
Right.
Across. A 200 through a single, it might be 35, 20,
right,
35, 40.
You just don't know.
You just don't know which one's going to be what, especially with some of the intakes where they're not equal, and then some of the runners and the crazy stuff they got going on.
All right.
So this is a little bit more expensive, but it's safer on your engine also.
Right.
Safe. Safe is the key word, especially with stock stuff. So this bolts on. This goes under the intake. Simple nitrous solenoid, activated 12-volt source. This will have a relay in between because they do draw some amps. Nothing crazy. So you have a nitrous line here.
Yeah, here's the rest of the stuff.
Goes
so all your nozzles, lines,
those are jets.
Jets. I'm sorry.
And then wide open throttle switch relay. So that's a relay.
So you got your relays.
The purpose of the relay
the kit comes with everything.
Literally everything, mounting stuff. So, and all their kits come with all the stuff. So basically from here to the bottle, it gets that line. It's pretty straightforward. And then these get wired together. One goes to ground, one goes to a 12-volt activation, which can be either pedal, like micro switch, throttle body button. You can do it all different kinds of ways. So that's that. That handles the nitrous side. Pretty straightforward. And then you get your fuel side here, which for the Hemis, they come with this pretty nice adapter here. You can use this to put a pressure gauge up onto as well. So if you want to watch your fuel pressure, this just clips in between the factory rail and the factory line. And that's it for that. So, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And most of the stuff can be tucked. I have talked to them actually today about this line being shorter. I think that should be shorter in order to bring it down and make the packaging a little cleaner.
Gotcha.
Again, this is literally the first kit. I'm doing like the install and checking things and seeing if some things could be changed to fit better for everybody.
So he's also, once he gets it on the dyno, he's going to do a lot of dyno testing and doing that kind of stuff. So make sure you go to his channel. If you're super interested in nitrous and you're interested in this kit, his channel is going to have all of the specifics.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, I'm trying to give you a quick rundown here. So without like making it overcomplicated. And this is a 10-pound bottle for size reference. All y'all have seen the bougie ass Fijis. So not a terribly big bottle. About $50 to fill, depending on where you're at. Sometimes 60. So
so that's that's one of the big differences between nitrous and a forced air.
Yeah.
Forced air setup. Forced air, you put it on, you're good to go forever. With nitrous, you got to wind up filling up the bottles.
All right.
And roughly, what, 5 or 6 passes?
It depends on the amount you use.
Give or take.
Initially, I think most people are going to stick with like 100 shot on pump gas.
Right.
I can say this, though. I will say this. So I only race at the track now anymore. I used to street race, but as you know, we have fun at the track. We don't get in trouble. If I'm only using this at the track, and let's say we only go to the track once a month, it's $100 worth of nitrous roughly, right? Making all kinds of passes. We only make usually 2 or 3 passes.
That's
anyway.
true. That's true.
So you could probably get 10 to 13 passes out of a 10-pound bottle with a 100 shot. It's probably
100 shot.
Depending on how fast your car is. My car,
conservatively 10.
Yeah, a Scat Pack's already pretty quick on motor, so I mean it's not like it's taking 15 seconds on a 100 shot, you know?
Right.
So there's all kinds of factors in there, but I don't have to do belts.
You don't have to do belts.
I'm not driving around with this, so I'm not using the gas that you use all the time. It's not all the time.
Right.
And I think the retail on this is only like, with the bottle and everything, is like $1,400, which isn't terrible. It's more than the single nozzle kit.
Comparatively speaking, that's cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So everybody talks about nitrous, right? So nitrous is bang for the buck. Nitrous is kind of you can't beat it.
And your blower can never make more power than this can.
Right.
This stops when your engine does.
Right.
So, and this system's designed to flow up to a 400 shot. So, 100 to 400. So it's pretty badass as far as I'm concerned. And then
even the box is pretty slick.
Oh, this is their fuel system stuff.
So,
we'll get to this in a second.
We'll get that. We'll get back to that.
Again, this is all new products for the Hemis. They have a Hemi plate kit. Again, their plate's nice. They have a Hellcat plate, which I have one in the back where the solenoids are made into the plate. They have even Proton stuff for like entry level guys, which would have the single nozzle on it. That's like a $400 kit, $500 kit. It's not terrible. And you might use, if you track it, on a 100 shot, like I said, maybe for $400 or $500 worth of nitrous a year for a track. If you track a lot,
that's not bad.
To me, let's say you only spent $1,200 for that 100 horsepower all year. That's not bad if you think about it. So, and again, you're not using it all the time. The wear and tear is not there. The gas, the extra stuff involved. You're not going through belts. A belt's $50, $60.
Yep.
Some of these guys are shredding belts every couple passes. So
not to mention any names.
No. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Everything has its its
pros and cons.
Stuff. And I don't need as much fuel system for this because
it's using the stock fuel system.
I'm gonna put a pump in it, but I don't have to do the injectors with this. It's on the pump side. This is the injectors.
Right.
So there's other things, and then the fuel rails I'm putting on just because they were like, hey, I was like, I want to get some billet fuel rails, and I said I was going to buy some from AAD because they make some pretty rails, and they had one set of blue ones left. I was like, oh, I want them things. And they were like, dude, we make rails now, and I was like, what? So I know how good their stuff fits and how quality their stuff is. So Snow Performance is actually owned by Nitrous Express now. Even their box. We were talking about how badass this box is that I can't open now. There it is. Boom, the other rail in there. But yeah, even the box is badass.
It's kind of crazy, right?
And we were talking about how the same rail will work on like the Hemi trucks, cars, raised injectors, like universal manifold, so like sheet metal stuff or other things. They have the mounting brackets to allow that to work. So the same rail can be changed. So if you change your setup, you don't have to get rid of the rails.
So the biggest difference between these and the 4 rails that I have.
You can use these on anything.
You can use these on anything, and they flush mount.
Yes, so
these flush mount so back to you OG folks, remember I was having problems with my my fuel rail, and we finally got it figured out, right? Because I got the 6.4 intake. Not only did I need the injector spacers, but I needed the fuel rail spacers as well, which then come with a longer screw and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So once I got it figured out, it's perfectly fine now. But mine are now raised. So with mine, if you have a 6.4 and you have 4 fuel rails,
Can't run the factory covers.
You can't run the factory covers because they don't. Oh, you can. You'd have to modify them. So with these basically replace the stock ones.
Yeah, factory hardware, and they bolt on. Everything can be covered. If you do the crossover line on the front and over the top, you will have to trim your half cover. The other thing I will note is they have a flat style one of these that will work with Race Injectors, so you don't even have to get,
right.
Again, the same rail works with like 5 different intake setups.
Right.
So you can literally change it around and find it. And they do also offer a very nice spacer, which I should have brought out. They sent me some just to have. They have all different links and stuff. So they literally have everything covered. And they even have advertisements on their box. Their fuel pressure regulator, right. All their fittings and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Man, like I said, their stuff is badass, so I really just wanted to show you this stuff. I'm gonna make videos on it, but I intend, I'm kind of OCD. So the initial video where I'm gonna show you guys some of this, like how it's installed, how it fits on the car, I can give you the rundown like this, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm gonna kind of show it on the car and tucked away and stuff. But my car isn't gonna be running some of these lines. I actually want to hard line this stuff. I want to bend stainless lines and make it pretty, and I'm going to tuck these guys right up under the manifold in the back. So when you're looking at my car, if I was to cover this stuff,
you wouldn't even know it.
You wouldn't see it. They designed this and put these here so you could hide it. All this stuff, even the way it comes, if you routed the lines and everything right, you could hide this whole system. But I didn't want the flexible lines with the way I want to tuck things away. I just wanted an excuse to make hard lines. I already got them. So yeah. All right,
so that's Nitrous Express's new plate system that Mac's going to do a bunch of testing on. So again, if you want to see,
this is going to whoop you.
Here he goes. All right, see, I'm in here peacefully talking, and now I get smacked.
I mean, it's going to happen. This is also a lot lighter than your blower.
That's true. So.
I mean,
pros and cons for everything, right? Pros and cons for everything.
We could weigh this right now.
So if you were interested in nitrous,
you added 150 pounds to yours.
I did. So if you're interested in nitrous, this kit is something for you to look into. So a lot simpler than the old school nitrous setups and installation. So super easy. Things line up. All you gotta do is toot toot toot, and you're done. So
it feels like this is 24 pounds filled. It might add 40 pounds tops to the car.
Maybe 40 pounds.
And yours, with the smaller intercooler, is, I know the shipped weight on a Procharger is 150.
Right.
And some change, so.
Yep. So you're saving a little weight too. But if you're interested in what's going to happen with this nitrous, check out Mr. Max.
Oh, hold on. I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, he's not done.
You got to keep him talking.
He's not done with me yet.
I'm waking up now. This ain't bashing your Procharger. But you've watched this channel enough. This is me giving nitrous, another plus side here. Nitrous doesn't care about the heat. It doesn't care about the DA.
This is true.
It's going to make 100, 150, whatever you have it jetted for, it's going to make it. And it's going to hit flat all the way across. It's going to make more torque than horsepower. And it's going to make the power sooner and broader. So I said, I'm not trying to be funny, Don. Look, man, you beat me enough.
It's time for you to get even.
If we do the pump gas race, which we were talking about, the other thing I can do with this that you can't do easily with yours is I can control the power output, because they do have like maximizer 5s and stuff like that. I can dial this in to ramp up and time it to where it's not hitting until I'm out of the 60 foot. While you're spinning, I'm hooking and booking.
Gotcha.
You're gonna have your hands full, and I think they're gonna like this.
It's gonna be fun. We got a lot of good stuff we're talking about doing this season. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. You know me, win, lose, or draw. It's gonna be up there.
Track times.
It's just about having fun.
We might not even show
having fun and showing what nitrous can do compared to Procharger
followers, but because they might see my car. I'm being serious right now. So I have a cam for it. I've told you that. I have the parts. It's getting cammed. I have a different converter, which we're testing. I wish I could test it now. Another one on top of the one I've already tested. We like testing things. But The goal is to run 2 NA 10-second passes before I use this. So if you see a couple NA passes, I want you to be around when we do this so you can verify, even if I have the stuff in there, that the bottle's not in.
Right.
I need it to be legit. And then we'll put the bottle in. We'll put it in that day. And then we'll get down.
Turn around and
let's say I'm going to have Chip drive it. Because, you know, I'm a big boy. I've lost 30 pounds. I'm going to get you.
There you go. There you go.
It'd probably run 11.0 with me in it on motor. But with him, it would go 1080. I might go high 10s with just me.
Right.
But we want to try and get a couple 1080s. And then it's going to be all about this. So my goal is to be door-to-door with you. Cam, power adder, install, tire. Same thing you got going on. The benefit I have to this is I can make the same power with me driving, and I got that 100-pound weight advantage.
Right.
And if the DA is really bad, I got the advantage there too. So This is going to be fun. I think y'all really need to sub. You know, and my YouTube is OMG, it's Mr. Mac. You can check it out. I'm not as excited as him normally when we talk.
Link in the description.
I'm pretty boring, but y'all will enjoy this stuff.
Boring but informative.
I try and be.
All right, we've gone 21 minutes. This is going to be a video on its own. So what we'll do is we'll split another video on Shake and Bake and hopefully fixing what the issue is.
I want y'all to tell him that you like the longer vlog style videos. Because we've done some videos together, the one at the track.
Yep.
You need to go watch mine, see my point of view. See if you guys like that stuff. See if you like the shit talk, the behind the scenes. Because if you do, he'll be more motivated to bring that type of stuff to you. I'll be more motivated because we don't ever do the pits. We don't do the behind the scenes.
That's true. That's true.
It's always straight to the point.
Yeah.
Even Rory, when we're all hanging out, we were like, damn, this would have been like good on video.
Yeah.
So
just hanging out.
Y'all gotta tell them in the comments if that's the type of shit you want to see.
Yeah, if you want these longer vlog type videos, and if you want me to get some behind the scenes when we're sitting at the track talking smack to each other, let me know. I'll add a bunch of that stuff in there. Yeah. Obviously, it'll make the videos a little bit longer. Probably still keep it to 3 or 4 runs, and then we can do some stuff in the back.
You know what you could do? My favorite YouTuber isn't any car guys. It's they call them vlog creations. It was Ross Creations. Super funny. Mm-hmm. But what he does is he puts, a list of everything that's happening, where it's at in the video.
Yeah.
So like
they call them chapters.
Yeah.
So we can start doing that too.
So it'll be a rundown. So if you guys want to skip through it, if you specifically like the whole video, you can do that. If you want to stick with the racing, you can skip the bullshit. That way you still get the best of both worlds and everyone's happy. You gotta tell them in the comments.
So let me know in the comments if you guys like this kind of style kind of stuff, and I'll try and do more of it. Try and get down here to Mac and get some more of his builds and contents down here as well. But I'm gonna wrap this one up, and we're gonna start another one for Shake and Bake and see if we can figure out what's going on there.
Some stuff we gotta talk
but
about.
If you're stopping in for the first time, hey, check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on, do me those few things. Like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on social media. I definitely appreciate it. Channel definitely appreciate it.
Tell them to follow their Instagram.
You can follow my Instagram as well. I don't put a whole lot on Instagram. Every once in a while. Mac does a lot of Instagram.
Mac built, like the truck, all one word.
Mac built.
No underscores.
If you want some good Instagram content, he's on Instagram.
Memes.
And memes. He does a lot of memes. But
hell yeah.
That's it for this one, folks. Get ready for the next one. Adios.